Have you ever wanted to quit your job so badly that you imagined saying everything you really feel out loud? Not in a meeting, not in an email, but online where millions of people can hear you. Because honestly, I think more people imagine this than they admit.
Yeah, and that's why today's story hits such a nerve. We're talking about the employee who quit her job on TikTok. And what started as one emotional video quickly turned into something much bigger than she ever expected.
Exactly. And this isn't just about the moment she quit. It's about what happened after the video went viral and how quickly life can change when the internet gets involved.
So let's begin with something simple. What does it mean to quit a job?
It means you choose to leave. You're not fired, you're not forced out, you make the decision yourself.
And in this case, she didn't write a careful email or ask for a private meeting with her manager.
No, she opened TikTok, pressed record, and said everything she'd been holding inside.
She talked about her boss, her workload, her pay, and how exhausted she felt after months of pretending everything was fine.
What really stood out to me was her voice. She didn't sound angry. She sounded tired, like someone who had already tried everything else.
And then there was the part that made people stop scrolling.
The money.
She explained that her workload kept increasing as coworkers quit, but her salary never changed, even though she was doing the work of multiple people.
She talked about staying late, answering messages on weekends, and feeling guilty whenever she tried to rest. And honestly, that's when a lot of viewers said, "This is me."
Exactly. And once the comments started, people began guessing how much she was earning.
Some of those guesses were uncomfortable.
One comment said, they increased her workload, not her paycheck. And that line spread everywhere. Let's pause for a moment and pull out some useful work vocabulary, because these words come straight from real life.
First, the word manager. A manager is the person who supervises employees and makes decisions. And in her story, that manager had a lot of control over her time and work.
Next is workload, which means the amount of work you are expected to do.
For example, you might say, "My workload is too heavy and I work late almost every day." That sentence described her situation perfectly.
Another important phrase is work culture, which describes how people behave at work, communication, respect, and values.
She said the culture rewarded silence and punished honesty. And over time, that made her feel invisible.
And finally, resignation, which is the official act of quitting your job, even if, in this case, it happened on TikTok.
So, why did this video become so popular so fast?
Because people felt seen.
They weren't just watching her quit her job.
They were watching themselves.
Underpaid, overworked, smiling at work, and breaking down at home.
The comment section became a place where people shared stories they had never said out loud before. Now here's the part people were waiting for. What happened after the video?
First, the company noticed, and they noticed quickly.
According to people online, the company's social media accounts suddenly went quiet.
Some comments disappeared, others were limited, and that only made people more curious.
At the same time, her phone was full of messages.
Supportive messages, thank you messages, and messages from people saying, "I thought I was alone."
But there were also warnings.
Yeah, some people told her she might have hurt her future career and asked if quitting publicly was really worth it.
A few days later, she posted another video.
And you could hear the fear this time.
She admitted she was unemployed, unsure, and overwhelmed by the attention.
She said she never planned to go viral. It came from exhaustion, not strategy.
But she also said something that stayed with me.
For the first time in a long time, she felt free.
Going viral can open doors.
but it can close them too.
Some employers may admire her honesty.
Others may see her as a risk, and that's the reality of the internet.
So let's imagine you're quitting your job.
You have two styles.
The first is polite and professional. I appreciate the opportunity to work here, but I've decided to move in a different direction.
The second is emotional and dramatic. I gave this job my time, my energy, and my weekends, and today I choose myself.
Both are real English.
But they lead to very different futures. So, should people quit their jobs on TikTok?
It might feel powerful in the moment.
But that power comes with consequences.
The real lesson isn't about TikTok.
It's about voice, honesty, and choice.
How you express yourself matters.
At work, online, and in English.
Thanks for listening.
And remember, learn English, express yourself.
But maybe quit your job offline.
See you next time. Now we are going to do shadowing practice. Shadowing means you listen first and then you repeat the sentence out loud. This will help you speak more clearly, feel more confident, use real English at work. Before we start, if you like this kind of English practice, please like and subscribe. And if you want us to talk about another viral story, leave a comment and tell us your idea. All right, let's begin. Thank you for the opportunity to work here. I learned a lot in this job. I have decided to leave my job. This was not an easy decision. I appreciate your support. I will give notice and help before I leave. This job is no longer right for me. I am ready for a new direction. I have read the contract carefully. I understand the terms of the contract. I agree with the job responsibilities. I am happy to sign the contract. Thank you for explaining everything clearly. I want to leave on good terms. This experience is important for my future. If you stayed with me until the end, thank you. That really means a lot. And well done for practicing your English today. Remember, you can pause, repeat, and listen again as many times as you want. The more you repeat, the more natural your English will sound. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you for practicing.